And we are back with another pond update. Before we get started, I will say that the dam has not been fixed. I've been busy with work and went to a wedding, a funeral, and other things. So, but now it's not raining right now, and have been raining for a little bit. So we don't have we still have a flow. We still have a flow going back here. But I think it's connected to down here. Maybe. Like somewhere down there. Maybe. If I get some cement and fill it up, I'll see what happens after that. But yeah, we're working on it. We're going to get some big rocks and we're going to fill this up along with some quick dry cement. And hopefully things will get back to going right. Like I said, I hope so. I really hope. Anyway, this video actually, I came out here around midday more or less. It is 1:11, so close enough. It's noon anyway. I was seeing if this place will get enough sunlight. Of course, the leaves on the trees haven't completely came in yet, so we may have to wait and see during the summer. But for now, ooh, I almost tripped. For now, though, we got quite a bit of sunlight coming down on this water. So much so that algae is starting to grow all around the edges, especially like close to the surface. It's for example, if you look over here, you can see there's a lot of green, and that's from all the algae. There's a whole bunch of algae over there, so that's a really good thing. On that note, though, since it might take some time to get the dam to work with us, maybe I decided we might as well start adding stuff in. Even though the water keeps flowing out, we can still start adding in a couple things like plants and maybe start with shrimp. Cause shrimp are most likely gonna be resting at the bottom, and it got a deep pit down here. Not to mention over there. Although if it's raining and the water's flowing, it might still wash them this way. But maybe they'll be able to go down under though. So hopefully we won't have a whole bunch of creatures being flushed out. Like I said, we're just going to start with the plants first. You gotta start with the plants. You need the plants when before you start getting to the plant eaters. On that note, since I'm talking about that, we already got algae. That's already taken care of. I wasn't even worried about the algae. I knew it was gonna grow anyway. But I'm gonna be since we're starting off. I ordered a couple plants online, so we're gonna test them out. So first, we got some Java moss right here, and this is not what all you get when you order it. I actually got quite a bit by split it up, and I put one in a fish tank. I got a little community. I said little. I got a community tank going. You probably heard the background water going when I was making videos on my animals inside. But anyway, so I add some little Java moss in there. I'm going to try and breed some of the fish I'm going to add in here. So I got some Java moss in there. I also got Java moss in two separate containers. I want to see if how it will grow better. I might do a video on that another time. We got this little bit of Java moss, and I want to put it somewhere where it'll get the most light, so that it will grow better. So I'm thinking over there where algae is. See, I think there's more algae over there than anywhere else. I think, from the looks of it. So I think that's a good spot right there. So Now, for those who don't know, you may ask, why am I getting Java moss? Well, Java moss, it is a good place for fish to have their babies in, basically. A lot of breeder fish either give birth for the live bearers or lay their eggs in thick plants, and Java moss is one of those. For those who, oh wait, look at that, there are tadpoles in here already, and crayfish. Let's try to get a closer look at that. The little crayfish right there on that mossy rock. If I step closer, you may be able to see some tadpoles, swimming about. All right, well, it looks like we're already getting started on some of the aquatic creatures. The frogs have been busy. Well, anyway, what are they talking about? All right, Java moss. So, I want to make sure that the little fish and the shrimp and other small creatures I put in here have a place to hide and a place to raise their young. So Java moss will be that place. And from what I was told, it should grow better outside than it is inside. Of course, that's why I broke it up. I want to see. I'm a person who likes to experiment. For those who didn't already know that. I'm not talking about like putting body parts on stuff. I like to see how this creature will fare well in this sort of habitat and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see. We got four pieces of Java moss in 4 different areas, and like I said, I may do a video on it, maybe, but we're gonna see how this moss does. Let me think. Let me look. It may move around. It probably will, actually. It probably will move around. But for right now, I'm going to try aim it for that little patch of sunlight. Close enough. It better not sink into the shaded area. Okay, it's in the sunlight. Hopefully, it'll take on water and sink, or get caught in the moss and stay in the sunny area. And it's not. Let me try to deter it. Stay down there. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, okay. It's stuck on moss now. Okay. I keep calling it moss. It's algae. It looks like moss. It's so much of it, and it's so fuzzy. It looks like moss. Okay, so that's one thing down. And hopefully nothing eats it. I don't think anything will. Well, I mean, we're gonna put some goldfish. Well, I say goldfish. We're gonna put some koi fish in here eventually, and if I'm right, they won't eat it. I think. Don't quote me on it. I know goldfish won't eat it. Goldfish won't eat it. The koi fish might. They're the same. They're close relatives, but because you're relative doesn't mean you gotta like and dislike the same stuff. I should know. I'm the only reed in my family. They don't eat fish. I mean, everybody else in my family eats fish, but me, I don't eat fish. It smells weird, and the texture and bleh, gross, nasty. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I wanted to put it on that mossy rock, but I can see that it's already taking up residence with the moss. Algae, doggone it. With the algae, it has algae all over it. So, I'm going to see what happens when I leave it right there. So, let's walk up here, and oh wait, I think I mentioned that we had a little bit of erosion, but I'll say it again. We had an erosion problem during I think it was around my last video, actually. During my last video, we had an erosion problem. So, yeah. I might have to put, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe after we get the dam fixed up and water is backed up, maybe we won't have so much erosion. Who knows? Alright, next. The next plant we're going to add, I'm not even going to worry about where it's going to be landing at. Because, where to put? Oh, yeah. In fact, we got 2 new plants. Well, 2 different types, actually. We got, we got some frog bit or water spangle. I think it's the same thing. And also we got some duckweed right here. There's duckweed. They're kind of the same thing though. Duckweed is just smaller. Let me take it out and I'll show y'all. So this is the frog bit or water spangle. See, they don't need dirt. They're basically like lily pad, except the lily pad isn't connected to the ground. Fun fact though, in case you didn't know, water lilies or lily pads and all that kind of stuff, they don't the part we see on the top of the water, those aren't really like floating and drifting around. They're actually connected to a bulb in case those who have for those who has jonquils or let's see well, elephant ears. Elephant ears is actually a better example. Those that have elephant ears, think the same thing as the lily pad plant. They got a big bulb that is in the ground with roots spreading out, and the leafy part, the part that the frogs supposedly sit on, is connected to a vine or a stem that goes all the way up to the surface of the water in order for them to collect sunlight. That's basically how it goes. And that's kind of like how elephant ears are. Basically, water lilies or lily pads are kind of like underwater elephant ears almost, if you think about it. Anyway, these are kind of the same as lily pads, but they do things differently. They do things that most people probably think lily pads do. They just float, actually. They don't need dirt. Their roots, they just drift along with the plant. So they collect all the minerals and stuff within the water. And let's see, what else let's talk about them. Something else I'm going to mention. You got like the little dealies. I like the little hair. I've got what they're called. I like that. I can't really focus hard enough. There we go. But anyway, these plants, they I remember now. So, something else that's different between them and lily pads. Like most plants that have a bulb, they don't produce seeds like other plants do. Instead, that bulb that is like basically what makes the plant, or what creates the roots and the leaves, they actually start budding, which means that they will make more of themselves basically from that one bulb. A good example, I guess, is an example on SpongeBob, where they were making fun of Sandy, her being a land creature, not a water creature, and SpongeBob said, "Can you reproduce by budding?" And several different SpongeBobs started popping off his head. That's basically what budding is when you're talking about with bulbs and other things. So unlike the frog bit and The duckweed, they do the same thing actually when they reproduce. What they do instead is that they do a little bit of budding, but it's different. They'll like say I break off what's a good part? I'm not gonna break it off. But just doggone it. I almost dropped it. Well, dropped it in the water. I mean I knew I want to do that, but I'm still talking about it. Say I broke this. Like split this in half. And I toss the two pieces in there. They'll not only continue to grow, but they'll make more of themselves. Basically, like how you cut up a starfish and toss it back in the water, you get more starfish. That's basically how this works. They produce by budding. Kind of the same thing as the bulb, but they don't have a bulb. So I guess they're still the same as the lily pads, just a little different. Yeah, they'll make more of each other. They'll start making new leaves, and then eventually they'll start breaking off. And they'll just keep repeating the process over and over. Same thing with the duckweed. But before I show the duckweed, I might as well just toss this one in. And I don't have to worry about like delicately putting it down anywhere. It naturally floats. So make sure I don't fall into the water. 1, 2, 3. There we go. They say it floats naturally like a mouse. I should never have said that. Anyway, and actually that's a really good spot. It gets plenty of water and it'll get some sun as well. So let's now get on with the duckweed. If I can get it out of this bag. Okay. So this is duckweed. Basically, it's just a smaller version of the frog bit, if you think about it. In fact, that's basically what it is, really. It's just like frog bit, but a whole lot smaller. And I just remember what I was going to talk about both actually. Both frog bit and duckweed will act like kind of like cover, like for fish trying to evade being seen by predators from above. In fact, that's what lily pads help and serve as well. Fish will also hide under lily pads so they won't be seen by predators. So that's what the duckweed and the frog bit will be used for. And yes, I am planning on putting in a lily pad. I did have one in here. Well, I had one in this area before we started digging everything out. And I tried to, for one thing, I took the bulb out. I took out the bulb of said lily pad. And what I should have done is I should have put it, I don't know, in a storage room or something. I did not do that. And now I don't know where it is. It's probably all dried up and dead somewhere. So I now gotta go and order a bulb online. That being said, though, I've already looked on Amazon, and there are a lot of different species, different kinds. They have really pretty flowers, so I'm spoiled for choice a little bit because I want to make this look good. I'm gonna put one in here. I think only one bulb in here will be enough, especially since it might reproduce anyway. One will be enough. However, I might still buy a couple different variants to put in ponds and our pastures. Add a little bit of color around here. um, but I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to choose just yet. but I want it to be a really pretty one. That'll bring this place out more with all the frog bit and the duckweed and the fish that's gonna be swimming around here and all that kind of stuff. The frogs have already settled in. They already got tadpoles in here. I haven't even seen any frog spawn or frog eggs, but maybe we'll look for some. See if there's any haven't hatched yet. That'd be cool. But yeah. So, all right. The duckweed. So yeah, the duckweed, the frog bit, and the lily pads that are going to be added here will serve as a protection for the fish from predator from above, and that can range from egrets to blue herons, green herons. I think we got some kingfishers around here too. I remember when we first dug this out and I started putting fish in here. I'm pretty sure I saw a blue kingfisher perching on one of the branches over there before it flew away. I'm pretty sure we got kingfishers. But anyway, they'll just like they might come by. I hope they come by. I would love to see some of those creatures just uh glide down and hunt. Of course, I'm trying to make the place. The reason I'm making this frog, I want it to be hunting. I want like a food chain, but I don't want it to be so easy that we lose fish in a week. I want the fish. I want the other creatures to get a chance, a fighting chance. Which is why I'm doing all this. So let's add in the frog bit. And that frog bit the duckweed, doggone it. And some of it didn't even get off my hand. Be gone. You can't even see it. I don't even see it. That's how small it is. Hopefully, though, it won't get too cold, so we can start getting more of this stuff budding and reproducing. Hopefully, they will grow. They'll grow fast. They'll grow much faster than the other variants I have right now. So I don't have to worry too much about it. They can just be like standby if like these don't make it, or if something else happens to it. Like if say I don't know we start adding ducks and geese and they eat it all. I think ducks eat duckweed. I think that's why it's called duckweed. I don't know. I should have done more research. I might do it though. I might do some more research another time. Anyway, so I'm gonna also I had this idea to start putting up bird feeders. I forgot what those little cake things are called. But anyway, I had this hanging up, and from the looks of it, I've had a couple takers. I think I have been nibbling at it a little bit. I might change it out. I don't think the birds like it. They're different flavors. And I say flavors. They're different kinds with different kinds of nuts and different flavors. Different flavors and other stuff that certain birds like. I don't know what kind of birds are out here specifically. Like what kind of birds like to perch around this range. So maybe if I switch it out with another one and see how long it takes for it to be eaten, I don't know what kind of birds are around here. But also, I put up this birdhouse. Ooh, something flew in my face. I didn't know what it was. Let me spin around. Let me come around here. Where's the whole? Oh, there it is. So it turned. I had it facing the other way. Anyway, yeah, it is a birdhouse made out of a hempstead gourd. I had this and multiple others. I say multiple others, like 5 others, I think, or 4. I got it from a where to get them from? Some kind of little crop fundraiser thing. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I had this. I had several of them actually. And what I was trying to do one time, there was a big old tree at my late grandmother's house. And I was trying to put those birdhouses there. Just have a whole bunch of birds living in that tree. But a storm knocked the tree down, and I didn't get all my birdhouses in time. And one of them in particular keeps filling up with water. I haven't put that one out yet. I need to drill a hole at the bottom so the water can just siphon out. I only got two, and this is one of those two. Well, I say I got two. I got another gourd, but it's not like it doesn't have a hole in it. But it's also full of seeds. What I plan to do during the first day of spring, because technically it's not spring yet, even though I would count it as spring, because everything's around here. We don't get a lot of snow. We may get a cold snap around this time, but we might not. We're probably not gonna get any snow right now. So around this time of year, it's already starting to get green. The frogs have already sung their songs. I mean, they're still gonna be singing tonight. Just singing "Sweet Lady Love" and making tadpoles in every puddle they can find. Which, like I said, there are tadpoles in here now. So the proof is in the pudding, or well, in the water. So I technically would count this as spring, but I don't want to risk a cold snap damaging the seeds. So I'm gonna wait until it's officially spring before I try to plant any seeds. Here is my plan. This is going to be the first of many birdhouses around here. I'm going to do more research on like different levels birds like to nest, because for those that didn't know, different types of birds like to nest at different levels of the tree. Like I said, I don't know which ones in our area like certain types, but there could be ones that like to nest right there, or right there, up there, or even way up there. How am I gonna get a birdhouse up there? I don't know yet. I can't climb trees, and I don't think we got a ladder tall enough. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Listen, I'll do my research on different levels and what different birds like to nest in, all that kind of stuff. Is there a bird in here? I don't think so. If there was, he would have already flown out by now, or seen what was going on. Will there be birds in there? It's a possibility, because I hung this in a tree, I think at a similar height or maybe a little higher. And when I brought it down, it was during fall, of course. There was no birds nesting in it, but there was a nest in there. I think it was this tree. Was it the other one? Actually, I probably shouldn't touch it, because sometimes you might get wasps that think it's for them, and they'll make a nest in there instead. Or you may get a wasp that makes a nest at the top, and a bird makes its nest inside. I've seen it actually. I've seen one of my birdhouses. It had, I think it was a blue jay nest. I think the eggs were blue, not blue jay, a robin. Sorry, I think I saw a robin nest with blue eggs in it, and then there was a paper wasp nest at the top. I guess they were living all right. I guess they were doing okay. I mean, she has home security, that's for sure. So, who knows? We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we might see some birds coming in and out. And we're not just stopping at Hempstead Gourds. I learned you can make birdhouses and bird feeders out of coconuts. So, I don't know if there's actually a season for coconuts. I haven't found any on sale at Walmart yet. I know they sell them. I just don't know when. So, whenever they start selling coconuts, I'll start buying them, and I'll start making houses and bird feeders out of that too. let's just take a now. This is the pig's favorite spot. I remember the pigs loved coming over here. I think because it was really muddy. Yeah, it's real gooey over here. Hopefully, we'll get the dam fixed and we have everybody out before summer so they have time to settle in and the pigs can be rolling around in mud all they want. Hopefully, I don't get stuck in this mud. This stuff is thick. Like, walking down here is kind of nice. I don't think I've ever done it on this side before. At least down here. I like it. So I should have walked down here when it was full to see how much we covered, but I didn't. Oh well. Hopefully, when we get everything fixed and patched up, we'll be able to see that. Probably won't be walking down here, that's for sure. And possibly in the future, we may have a bridge. Ouch! Something hit my nose. We may have a bridge from right there to there. Maybe. Thinking about it. But I think that's about it. I've been babbling for over 30 minutes. So, like I said, we added some plants. And I'm going to look into see where I can order some freshwater shrimp online. And see how much it is before I actually start buying them. And I might not even put them in here right away. I might see if I can breed them. Might have to do some research on breeding and see if I can do it right. So yeah. So that's all for right now. And I'll see you guys in the next one.